have felt so many times close to failure on so many occasions, for so many different reasons, in business and life and marriage. And every time I get to the brink of disaster, I literally stop and look in the mirror and go, fix it. And that's what no fail is. The minute you're ready, it's over, just fix it, man. Look in the mirror and be honest with yourself and go, you're the cause of this problem. It's unacceptable to make this excuse, and I don't ever quit. I'm Dan Cerrillo, and I'm the owner of Spartan 7 Security. We manage high net worth clients. My staff is all Navy SEALs. I've worked for the richest people in the world, now starting my own company, having those same high net worth people, and then bringing very, very highly capable men to join me. It ebbs and flows so much, and that's the beauty of the SEAL teams that taught me was how to be a dimmer switch. I can go in one room and shoot and be full blast and go to the next room full of women and children and dim that switch down quickly, solve difficult problems quickly, and change my emotional level quickly. But you have to mix in and disappear, swear that nobody notices you, at the same time keeping your principal very, very safe and letting him know that at a moment's notice, you're ready to respond. The biggest thing for me is legacy. There's tons of gear out there, and there's great gear. There's guys who are making really good stuff, but there's no legacy. How do I know it's going to be there 5, 10 years from now? I still have Blackhawk gear in my bags that's 20 years old, 25 years old. When it comes to the way gear and legacy, and it all is hand in hand to me. You can't talk if you don't do. And so that's what I love about the Blackhawk gear is that it's been around for so long. It was started by a team guy. I remember when guys were sewing it up in the airloft. I remember the first magazine came out. I remember being able to pick up the phone and go like, hey, this sucks, fix it. And it would get fixed, and that's why I've used the gear for a long, long time. I have a philosophy that, you're only as good as your gear, really. Your gear is going to fail, so you'll be the last thing to fail, but what you don't want to have is gear knowing it's going to fail. So you always try to find the best stuff that you can find. Drills today, we're gonna keep shit basic. So we'll do El Presidente against each other, so we're not gonna time it.
6 rounds.
That's right, 3 across, 3 back. Yeah, okay.
All right, I'll take over at this point, so Dan, you're fired.
When I left the teams, I didn't know how to be part of the teams again. And a kid came in my gym, I owned some gyms back then. He said, hey man, can you train me to be a SEAL? And I literally had no clue other than a BUDS instructor how to train this kid. And that's my way of giving back to the teams now, that young breed of, I've trained over 30 kids who have tridents. And I tell these kids all the time, like, your gun's gonna jam, your equipment's gonna break. You can't, and my job is to make sure that I'm not preparing you for BUDS, I'm preparing you for the teams. And that's the big myth guys are understanding. They think that I'm training for BUDS. Then they get to the team and like, oh shit, all this stuff weighs 100 pounds. Yeah, and you better be prepared to carry it. And that's why the gear is so important, how it fits and how it rides to give the operator comfort. And it's so important of what I do, prepping these kids for that understanding that it's gonna be heavy, it's gonna be hard, you're gonna be wet, you're gonna be cold, you're gonna be tired, miserable, you're not gonna sleep, and that's what it's about. That's what you signed up for, and don't ever freaking forget, you're not the tip of the spear, you are the spear. And your family's in jeopardy if you don't do your job. I just feel like I did my part. And it's just special to me, like, I did my part. It meant everything to me. I loved being a SEAL. I always told my wife, because my wife would ask me, like, are you sure you want to keep doing this? Especially after I got hurt. And I just said, rather it be me, because I know that I have the training, and I know I have the capability, I know I have the gear, and I know that I have the guys. It was the greatest time of my life, gave me purpose. The night I got hurt, that's the words that I heard. And I thought it was God's voice. I think it was my mom's voice. Get on your feet, Daniel, and get back in the fight. And I heard it loud and clear, and I hear it all the time now. Get back in the fight. Just work harder, and that's what I do. And with my job now, I don't think I can do enough, and so I just got to work harder. Every time I fail, one of my friends could die. It's a serious issue we deal with. I have every excuse in the world to lay in bed and never get out of bed. And I just don't believe in it. I don't believe in failure. I don't believe that you get kicked in the teeth, you lay on your back, you get up on your feet, and you get back in the fight,